Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love channel. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. My name is Nicole. I'm so grateful and happy to have you here with me today. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being present, sharing the videos, donations. Thank you for healing, for loving yourself, for showing up for yourself, for continuing to be on your journey, for continuing to love yourself, for continuing to show your boundaries and to move forward, even though it may be tough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm grateful that you're here. I'm happy that you are here. I'm thankful that you are here. I'm grateful to be here to serve. It's healing for you. It's healing for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get into it. Today's pick a card, we're going to talk about past life healing. Okay, we're going to leave this very open-ended. I'm starting to get into this now where I'm just like, let's just kind of, we don't have to be so strict with this questioning. We can. Let me just channel and get these messages out. So what do you need to know about your past life? How it's affecting you now? Past life lessons, past life karma, past life healing. What trauma? What is it that you need to know? We're going to dig into your Akashic records. We're going to get you some answers, get you that truth, get you the clarity so you can continue to move forward on your journey. So pile 1, re-energize your life. Pile 2, spirit guides. And pile 3, nature spirits. Okay, timestamps are linked below. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that information is linked below. Otherwise, thank you, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you so much. My name is Nicole. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. I'm grateful that you are here. Let's get into it. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you. Re-energize your life. Clear, positive space, harmony. All right, let's tap into your Akashic records. Let's get into it. What do you need to know for your past life healing? Many of you have had a past life in Asia, okay? Let me tap in. Some of you were an emperor in Asia. You were a ruler. You were a leader. Okay, I'm hearing no nonsense. You didn't take any stuff off of people. You were a harsh ruler, harsh leader. You had a harsh tongue. Many of you are very effective communicators. You're very clear with your communication. And so I'm picking up on a past life energy here of when you were a ruler in Asia or you were a leader in Asia, you were pretty harsh with your tongue. You were pretty harsh, like you were a cold person for some of you. You were extremely cold. You were extremely like rigid. You were extremely no nonsense. It had to go your way. It had to be your way. I'm also picking up whatever we're going to pick up in this reading here, it needs to be cleared because you're moving into harmony. So whatever we pick up is going, and I just saw 1, 2, 3. So whatever this is that we're going to be tapping into, this needs to be cleared so you can have more harmony and be more in alignment with your destiny and your path for this lifetime. Okay, so this is going to be like really clearing out the stuff that whatever is in your Akashic from your past life that no longer serves you, the still lingering, still your soul is still holding on to that needs to be released. Let's find out some more. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles here. 8 of Wands. The Star. 5 of Wands. Judgment. Ace of Cups. High Priestess. The Devil. Seven of Swords. And Queen of Swords. Yeah, okay. Past life, what's in your Akashic? What do you need to know? Past life healing, wounds, trauma. Okay. For many of you, you were definitely, you tell what resonates here, okay? This is in your Akashic. Many of you, you have past life. I'm picking up a lot of different energies here. Many of you have had past lives of defeat. You've had past lives of competition. You've had past lives of war. You've had past lives of battle. There's a big energy about fighting for freedom, fighting to communicate, fighting for the truth, fighting others because people wanted to hurt you or harm your family because of what you believed in, persecution, judgment, being judged for who you really were, judged by others who didn't have the same philosophies as you, didn't have the same ideologies as you. There's a lot of fighting for what's right, fighting for what you believed in. Many of you, this is what you're healing this lifetime. This is what you're healing by speaking your truth, by speaking up, by defending those who need help, defending those who don't feel safe speaking up. Many of you are meant to fight for the little person or be this social, what do I want to say, like political warrior or social change or social justice fighter and things like that. Many of you, it's this energy of feeling like you always have to fight. Like that's what's in your Akashic that's lingering right now, that it hurts. I feel that for many of you, that's pain because many of you were persecuted, you were judged, you died for what you believed in, you were killed for having these beliefs, you were killed for having, some of you were very gifted spiritually, psychically, you were killed for that. I'm hearing burned at the stake. Some of you were burned, some of you were stoned, some of you died in battle, died in combat, died in war. You have a special gift with communication. You have a special gift with speaking. You have a special gift with the throat chakra, the air element, okay? It's very beautiful, very special. And this is what you've died behind for many lifetimes. Many lifetimes people killed you for just saying something. And it's almost like what I'm getting here is like, it's like either you were a prisoner, sometimes, like some lifetimes you were a prisoner of war, prisoner of trying to create social change, trying to enlighten people, and that you were persecuted or you were in prison for that, or you were a leader, you were a ruler, but you were betrayed, you were killed, you were deceived by the people who were supposed to be helping you, supporting your vision. Some of you, it's like a coldness within you. And for some of you, I'm going to be honest, this coldness within you, this creeps up when you need to speak the truth. This creeps up when that energy appears. You may not be consciously aware, but it's in your soul. You feel it. This energy arises when it's time to speak the truth, or it's time to debate, or it's time to speak up about something. And it may manifest in a way of anxiety. It may manifest in a way of fear, but it's there in your Akashic because it's like you've had so many lifetimes of being like your throat was cut for speaking about something. Like you would literally be choked, or it was like for some of you, they cut your tongue out. Like it was so harsh, like the punishment that you received for speaking the truth, for trying to enlighten people, or for trying to give people a different perspective, or for trying to talk about whatever philosophy, whatever your beliefs were. For some of you, again, you're used to being in war. You still have PTSD, like your soul remembers being killed in war, dealing with battle. You have war wounds in your Akashic. It's like I'm feeling this energy of it's difficult for you to trust. It's difficult for you to trust people. It's difficult for you to let people in. It's difficult for you to allow help. It's difficult for you to trust that this help is coming from a genuine place, because you've dealt with war, you've dealt with battle, you've dealt with deception, you've dealt with betrayal. You may have dealt with it this lifetime, but it's deep. This betrayal wound. For some of you, like, you were a king, queen, leader, emperor, whatever, ruler, and like the entire kingdom turned on you. Now, I'm not sitting here saying you were just innocent and, you did everything right. I'm not saying that, but I mean, I can't dig into that. That's more personalized. But what I'm getting is the betrayal. Like, for some of you, like, your entire, I don't know, I just heard cabinet, but whatever that will be called. I don't know. I'm channeling. I can't, sometimes things I can't remember. Whatever that will be called, like your royal staff or whatever, the people that were working with you. Some of you were like a general in war, and like your entire team turned against you. Like, there's deep, deep, deep wounds of betrayal, deep wounds of loss, deep wounds of speaking up and feeling that energy of persecution, or feeling like you're going to be judged, or feeling like someone's going to slit your throat. And the thing about it is that everything evolves, right? Everything evolves with time. Everything changes and transforms and is relative to the time. So at the time when you spoke about things, someone sliced your throat. This lifetime now, it could be persecution over the internet, on social media. People want to cancel you. People want to say, oh, you can't say that. And, they want to comment and troll you. You know what I mean? So, like, I just need to say that. Someone needs to hear that. Let's get some more out. This is deep. It's very deep. And for some of you, you may still feel wounds of feeling imprisoned. Like prison for chained and tied down. It's a lot here. It's deep. But it's time to let this go, though. Feeling left out in the cold, feeling like they're going to do you wrong, automatically, like, just being on guard. A lot of you, of course, protect yourself and have these boundaries, but it's like this thing of, like, you have your sword up, like, you're ready to kill. Because some of you may have this energy, I'm going to kill you before you kill me. And it's like your Akashic is like, you have to release that, or you cannot let genuine people in. Okay, let's find out some more. Past life, trust and faith, spouse, galactic, spirituality and religion. Okay, I'm getting a lot of different stories here. Okay, Celtic or Celtic. I think it's Celtic. Baby and male, female. Okay. This is a lot here. Now this is switching into something else. Okay, it's a lot going on here. Pile one. So again, you take what resonates. If it's not resonating, don't try to make it fit. For some of you, this could have been someone you were married to this lifetime, or if it wasn't like someone you were married to, this could be someone that you had a very deep connection with, and you could identify with this person as being a soulmate, a twin flame, or ascension partner, some type of spiritual connection. Don't get caught on the labels, but there's someone here that you have this intense connection with, okay? And again, you could have been married to this person. Some of you, it's more than one person. You could just think about the people you've had intense connections with, okay? With this, what I'm saying here is you and this person have switched off with being man and woman, okay? Like, if you are a woman this lifetime and this person is a man, you've been a man and that person has been a woman. You both have switched off between those roles. For some of you, this is a very deep connection, okay? And this connection goes back to galactic, meaning this connection did not begin here on Earth, okay? You getting in tune with this person here on Earth, that was a part of, that's a part of the plan, but this connection did not originate here on Earth. This was not the original birth of this connection. This connection was birthed in the stars, on another planet. you know, in another galaxy, okay? It's a galactic connection, very spiritual, very in tune. Again, this could be more than one person. Some of you have a few connections like this, and these connections began on another planet, another star system, somewhere else, okay? Many of you are star seeds, or you are indigo, or you feel like you're from another planet, and you are. Okay, Earth is not your home planet. This is the place that you came to learn, to grow, but your soul did not originate here. This is not the only place your soul has has lived. Okay, your soul exists in many other different places in the universe, not just here on Earth. So this is confirmation, in case you were wondering, that your soul exists in other places. It did not originate here on Earth. Okay, for some of you, back to this lover here. For some of you, you know, with this lover that you've had an intense connection with, you and this person have killed each other. Sorry, trigger warning. Okay, this, I'm not saying that this is going on this lifetime, but I'm talking about past life here. You and this person have killed each other. You and this person have been married before. You and this person have experienced many lessons. Definitely hearing you and this person have killed each other before. So that may be something from your Akashic that you did not know. So that may be something for some of you. You may feel love-hate with this person, or you may feel this strong, this person could have deceived you, or this person could have manipulated you or betrayed you. You know, that energy is still there, and you and this person, the truth of killing each other before, the truth of having a deeper connection. For some of you, you've been married to this person many lifetimes. You and this person have had children together many lifetimes. You may even have a child or children together this lifetime. There's been deception within this connection, and that needs to be healed too. Like I said, for some of you, that deception could have revealed itself this lifetime as well. And it's coming up this lifetime because it's in your Akashics and it's triggering past life wounds as well. You and this person have had many lifetimes together. Many of you have been spiritual leaders or religious figures. You've died behind what you believed in, according to your religion, according to your spirituality. For some of you, you've been a priest, a nun, a monk, a Buddhist. You know, you have been whatever it is you believed in that lifetime. You were willing to die for it. And some of you were persecuted for that. Some of you were considered a witch. Some of you were considered a seer. Some of you were considered crazy. And you died behind that. Some of you have past lives in Ireland. You have past lives in, I'm hearing Notre Dame. I'm also hearing New Zealand. Okay, so you've got some past life energy there as well. And for some of you, someone was stoned in Ireland. Okay, stoned, that's very specific. But someone was stoned in Ireland and someone drowned in New Zealand. Many of you, you know, I have to be honest, many of you have been killed many times. Okay, and this is another energy that your Akashic is saying, that like this could be this difficulty with getting close to people because you're afraid of, like, people who you loved have killed you, or people who you loved have had a hand in your demise, whether it was like physical death or like, you know, death with your career or death with your empire, because some of you, again, were royalty and leaders. Some of you were leaders with this spouse here, this person that you have this deep connection with. You and this person were royalty before. You and this person have led people before, for some of you. Okay, so there's this deep connection here with this person, very deep, and you and this person have switched these genders and switched these roles and go through a lot of this because you and this person have signed up to learn a lot of lessons together, a lot. So you and this person always find each other, always come back, always come together. Okay, Iceland. So we have Iceland too here. Okay, we have ships, afraid to travel by sea, death by sea. Murder, wow. Someone took your life too soon. Accident, afraid to travel in a vehicle. America, and witch, warlock. That was the word I was looking for. Connect to earth, natural healer, murdered for lifestyle, afraid to express self. So this is what I was saying. Many of you, warlock, that was the word I could not think of. You are a witch, you are a warlock. There's a big energy of betrayal and murder here. You have been murdered many times, unfortunately. You have died many times by someone killing you, murdering you, whether this was a friend, an enemy, family member, it doesn't matter. You've had some tough, difficult circumstances around people murdering you and taking your life very soon, including lovers. Okay? So for some of you, this could be, I'm feeling this energy of it hurts to get close to people, or this apprehension about getting close to people. And I feel like it's because of this energy in your Akashic. Feeling like, are you going to, and I'm not saying you feel like people this lifetime are going to murder you. You may, I don't know. But you may just feel like, what type of deception are you going to do to me? Are you going to deceive me? Are you going to hurt me? Because your Akashic remembers being murdered. You remember, because for some of you, you may have this issue with conflict, or you are afraid of conflict, or when conflict gets a little too intense, you start to tense up, you get scared, you don't, it's like, because your Akashic, your soul remembers, you remember that. Some of you, again, you died in the water, drowning, death by sea, being thrown off of a ship, things like that. What I'm picking up here, this past life healing that needs to be healed, is like deception, betrayal, and death, your wounds around death. Now, what I'm feeling is like you're going to have to forgive. And I know it's like forgiving things that you don't even know about, or you may not be able to fully integrate or see, but forgiveness, and it's also speaking your truth and not being fearful, knowing that it's safe to speak up, knowing that it's safe to express yourself, knowing that it's safe to share your truth, share your light, share your wisdom, not being afraid of people hurting you behind the things that you have to say, or behind whatever it is that you're here to share and express. For some of you, this is a part of your purpose, your life path, and your life purpose. You're here to speak the truth. You're here to share wisdom. You're here to communicate these things. And this is a part of, again, your life's journey. And so you have to forgive the people that have hurt you in the past, even though you may not be able to know exactly what it is, but forgive the people this lifetime as well. And know that it is safe. It's a big thing around safety, and it's a big thing about healing the betrayal wounds and healing the deception wounds. Now let's see, how is these past life issues, how are they affecting you this lifetime? Unexpected income, courtship, toil and labor, child, mature man. Okay, so for some of you, you have issues around children. Okay, I'm tapping into something else here. For some of you, you may have lost children, your children were killed, or you were separated from your children. There's an energy around this separation with children, and like karma around children, or feeling, wanting to be a parent, something with children here. For some of you, with this person that you had this deep connection with, you had children with this person. And, many times you've had a family with this person, okay? And you still feel that. Even though this is not this lifetime, you still feel that, because for many of you, this person has helped activate you and wake you up to more of like your purpose and what you're here to do. And you and this person is unfinished business. It's still wounds here. It's still learning here. It's still some more to be learned, some more growth. This person may not remember everything that you remember, but this person remembers things as well. You both have like puzzle pieces. And when I'm feeling like the pieces of the puzzle haven't come together, and this person remembers things, you remember things, and it would be helpful if you two could bridge the gap because you both can learn. It's something here that's not finished. It's something here that's still to be learned, gathered, collected, something here, okay? So, that's a message for someone. So how is this affecting it? It could be affecting your sense of like your relationship with children, if you want to be a parent, you seeing yourself as a parent or becoming a parent, okay? Um, you trusting yourself as a parent and knowing that you're worthy to be a parent. I'm getting a strong energy around for some of you. You have this hesitation of getting close to people, or there's an emotional intimacy issue, or you're afraid of being deceived, you're afraid of betrayal, you're afraid of being hurt, you're afraid of getting too close because you've been manipulated, you've been betrayed, you've been deceived so many times. And again, you've had a lover that's killed you before. And a husband, wife, whatever, spouse, whatever the energy was that lifetime, they've killed you before. And I feel that energy. Okay. I feel that from this collective, like that hurts. And for some of you, this person could have really hurt you this lifetime. Doesn't have to be, but they could have. And your Akashic still remembers. So for some of you, opening yourself up to relationships, and again, knowing that you're safe, knowing that you're worthy, having your boundaries, but again, protecting yourself, but knowing that you're safe and that you're worthy. For some of you, that past life has affected your work. I feel like it's affected your work in a way of getting you really aligned with your destiny, your purpose, and your path. Because many of you are meant to use your throat chakra as that is going to be the main thing you're here to do, is speak the truth, speak your truth, share the light, share the wisdom, knowledge, whatever. So you are being reminded and guided to trust, have faith, and trust that you're safe, and trust that you are supported, divinely guided, and protected on your path, purpose, and your mission. And you will not be killed for it. You will not be, like they can't hurt you anymore, because many of you remember, and even this reading could be activating something right now. They can't hurt you anymore. Like you're safe. It's different this lifetime. It's different this life journey. And when you do this, your Akashic will release it. Your soul will release it. Your soul will let that go now because you're doing it. This is a part of your plan, the destiny, the path, and you're going to be so abundant. This is what's going to bring you so much abundance, where before you didn't have much, or you didn't have enough, or, even if you were the leader or the ruler, you're going to feel fulfilled and abundant in all areas. And it's going to feel good. And you may even be holding on to this notion of you can't have a family and have your purpose. And that's not true either. Or you can't have a spouse in your purpose, or you can't have a career, family, spouse. That's not true. You can have it all, and it's safe. And I know it's a lot of messages that came up just now, but someone needed to hear that. Okay, let's get your healing messages out. Okay, connect with water. Tune in and connect. Back to basics. Explore your creative side. And balance yourself. Okay, so continue to have balance. Balance is going to definitely be something that you really have to focus on. And with connect here twice, water will help you stay in balance. Okay, water will help you to get in balance. Right now, with this growth, you're going through a transformation. You are being aligned with your destiny, your purpose, your path. It's like many of you are really going fully into alignment, where all these other things that did not serve you, all these different places you were being pushed into, no, you're really being pushed into the north node. your destiny, your path. So this is a period of growth. And this is about finding the balance in this new place, finding the balance in this period of growth, because you're going to continue to grow. You're going to continue to evolve. You know, you're going to grow more and more every day. So find your balance and celebrate yourself and be proud of yourself and nurture yourself through this change, because this is not easy. You know, many of you, your soul has never felt this energy before of really being in alignment. You've tried, you know, and you're excelling to heights that your soul has never been. So this is incredible and this is huge. And so really nurture and love yourself and be proud of yourself, because you are really doing it. And it's not easy, but you're being supported and you're divinely guided. So definitely connect with water. Make sure you're taking spiritual baths. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water, staying hydrated. If you can go be near some water, use the water element to connect. You also use the water element to explore your creative side, and also by being more flexible too. But using that water element to get more creative, tapping into new talents, tapping into new gifts, tapping into some different things that you want to explore, following that passion. Some of you may want to get into art, like drawing, sculpture. Some of you may want to get into writing. I'm hearing writing a book. I'm hearing all different kinds of things. You've been thinking of different things you want to do it. Don't hold off. Just do it. Just explore it, and don't put that pressure on yourself. You don't need to tell anyone. Just do it. Your soul will say thank you. Tune in to connect. Your intuition is growing. Your intuition is very strong right now. You have to trust yourself and trust these downloads and messages that you're getting. Some of you are being asked to reduce right now, simplify, go back to the basics. Some of you need to clear out some things. Again, I feel like it's mainly like energetically, but it could be physically, mentally, emotionally. Clear out that clutter, clear out the things that no longer serve you, so you could be balanced and continue to ascend. So if no one told you that they love you today, I love you. I'm proud of you. You are amazing. You are doing it. Keep going. You got this. Please like the video. Comment below. Let me know how this resonated. If you don't want to say how this resonated, drop me a heart and I would appreciate it. Share the video. And what was the last one? Subscribe, join the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. My name is Nicole. Thank you so much for being here. I'm grateful that you are here. Let's get into it. So, spirit guides, okay, insight, guidance, purpose. So, what is going on past life, okay? Past life healing, karma, trauma, how to. Many of you have had past lives as an animal. There's a strong animal energy here. There's a strong shaman energy here. Medicine man, medicine woman. Some of you were Native American in your past lives, okay, or from an indigenous culture. You're very connected to Mother Earth. You're very connected to the land. You're very connected to animals. You are able to really see things from a higher perspective, to fly above the BS, to really elevate yourself. You're really able to shapeshift. I know that this is not about your abilities, but this is what's coming down. So I'm just taking everything that comes down and we're going to get more into it. But you have a ability to shapeshift like no other. You can shapeshift into different animal energies like it's nothing. Okay, so really pay attention to your spirit animal guides and totems. Some of you are a spirit guide and other, like you've been a spirit guide in your past life. And you like basically you guide people. You are a guide. Either you're here on earth guiding, you're in the spiritual realm guiding, you're a spirit guide. Some of you may consider yourself an earth angel, a prophet, priestess, priest, whatever, leader. You are a spirit guide. You're already guiding people. And again, whether you're doing it from the spiritual realm, you've done it from the spiritual realm in past lives. And you would appear as an animal on earth side and you would be a spirit guide. Let's get more into it. This is really deep. something here, this is going to help you with purpose coming up. There's something here you need to know about your purpose. So that's going to be coming up. 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, 7 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. So again, this earth, a lot of earth energy here. You're very connected to the earth. You could even be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but you don't have to be. Ace of Cups, Palace of Coins. This must be a bonus card, but it's Pentacles, Palace of Pentacles, Page of Wands. This is 9 of Swords, 2 of Wands. Okay. Right. Let's tap in. There's a lot happening here. Okay. What do you need to know, Pal 2, for your past life, healing, trauma? Sorry. Some of you may suffer from anxiety and depression, and this is in your Akashic records. It's actually very heavy. You have this defensive wound. Some of you may be very quick to be defensive. You get angry very quickly. You're very quickly triggered or defensive, or you may get argumentative very quickly. You just get rattled easily. You can get riled up, and this is because you've been having to defend yourself. You have many past lives here where you were killed because many of you were killed because of hate, jealousy. Many of you have this beautiful light, okay? And many of you have been ashamed of this light. People have made you feel shame for who you are. People have made you feel less than. They've made you feel like you weren't good enough. They've tried to hurt you for, you just shining bright. Many of you have always been favored, highly favored. Like, you're so gifted. Wow, this is really powerful. Like, you've been killed for being so gifted, so smooth. Like, many of you have always been like the one, the chosen one. Like, people have always seen your light. They've always seen your leadership. They've always seen your beautiful aura. Like, you have this beautiful aura with you. You have this strength. You have this intelligence. You probably are very gifted with that this lifetime because it's in your Akashic. It's just who you are. You've been killed many times for just being who you are. It's like many of you have been killed because of jealousy. Okay? It's like, and many of you suffer from anxiety behind this because my leg wants to just shake. Okay? It's like my leg is just tapping and shaking. Some of you may do that. Many of you have been killed because of jealousy. And this has brought you a lot of anxiety. It's interesting this is coming up. Pile 1 had that kind of same energy around. I guess this is where we're going to as a collective. Things are getting deeper. We can go deeper now. Anyway, that's a side note. Let me not go down a rabbit hole here. Let me get back focused. Okay. What I'm trying to say is your Akashic records need you to know right now. You have anxiety. A lot of your anxiety comes from allowing people to make you feel basically like you've been killed and persecuted for just being yourself. Many people have killed you behind jealousy. Like, let's just say some of you have been killed by family members, like a brother or a sister. I'm getting Cain and Abel energy here. I'm getting like you've been killed by a family member. You've been killed by a spouse. You've been killed by people just kind of like you getting into these volatile, jealous, angry conflicts with people, and it was supposed to be just an argument, and next thing you know, someone has stabbed you and killed you, and you could be extremely defensive. Like, when people argue with you or fight with you, you could be very defensive, very on guard, very, you can get tense, you can get very angry, and this is because within your Akashic and past lives, you've been killed for being good looking. you've been killed for being rich, abundant. Many of you have been rich. Many of you have been very abundant. Many of you have been royalty. I'm definitely getting a royal energy here. Many of you are naturally charismatic, naturally funny, naturally gifted. And it's like time and time again, you've been killed because of jealousy. You've been killed because you were able to win over, the most desirable spouse, like the person that everyone wanted. You were able to marry that person. You're the funniest person out the group. And I keep hearing this siren. Like, many of you are so gifted and you have so many gifts, talents, and abilities. And many of you have been gifted the gift of being very attractive. You've had many lifetimes where you were just very desirable, very attractive. And jealousy and hate has killed you so many times. Some of you, the people that you've had conflicts with this lifetime, whether it's a family member, friend, whatever, these are the same people that you've had conflicts with, and they could have killed you in past lives, okay? Because some of you, what I'm getting is, you have dealt with so much hate from so many different people in your life. And it's like many of you would just like, you don't understand. You don't understand why they hate you so much, or you don't understand why they're so jealous of you, or you don't understand why they have so much focus on you. And it's because of your aura, because of your light, because of your gifts. I'm going to be honest, many of you, again, have been animals. For some of you, your soul feels like it's easier to be an animal. Many of you have been a deer, a cat, a rabbit, a mouse, a dog, an eagle, an owl, a wolf, a fox. You may feel like those are your spirit animals as well. You feel like it's easier to be an animal. This is what I'm getting from your Akashic. Like, it's harder to be a human. It's easier to be an animal. Some of you may have a special gift with animals. You may have this incredible empathy. You may even have your own animal or animals. Like, you have this loving connection with animals, because many of you feel like it's easier to be an animal versus a human, because animals don't have that same energy that you experience as being a human. Like I said, many of you are very gifted. Like, your creativity and your gifts are like ultra. They're like supersized. It's on another level. And then you always are blessed. You're always favored. You always have this aura. You're always naturally, easily abundant. And a lot of people have killed you for just you being yourself. And if they didn't kill you, they betrayed you, or they deceived you, or they did something to get you either, in prison. Like, they framed you, they blackmailed you, they did things to, like, they needed you to go away. So, you may get very on guard around people. Okay, let's find out some more. Let's see what else is going on. And I keep going back to, like, even though, because the Page of Wands to me is always like an attractive card. Like, even though you're very attractive, there's something with your eyes. Many of you have beautiful, penetrating, magical eyes here. Like, you were still able to see those who were trying to deceive you, trying to con you, trying to blackmail you. You were still able to see some of it. And some of you would get really hurt behind it because you are very sensitive. You're a very sensitive soul. Many of you are very sensitive. I see 222 on the clock. Okay. Communal living. The arts. Vows. Father. Monk or nun. And karmic relationship. Okay. All right, let's get into this. So, past life energy here. Some of you, okay, I have to be honest here. Some of you were killed by your father. This could be your father this lifetime that's killed you in a past life. Some of you may have a very contentious relationship with your father. Like, you and your father just really just don't get along. Even when you try to get along, it just is very difficult and challenging. And it's because your father has killed you in a past life. Trigger warning, I'm sorry. That may sound really harsh. Sometimes when I'm channeling, I can't, Anyway, trigger warning, I'm sorry about that. But your father may have killed you in a past life. Oh, goodness. Sorry, I had to sip my tea. Okay. So that may have been, there may be some tension still that you feel with your father. You may be very defensive with your father. For some of you, I'm hearing that you've actually been in a physical altercation with your father, or if it wasn't physical, it's verbal. And it's because you and your father have a lot of like karma between you two. It's like learning lessons, but your father is very jealous. Your father may be jealous of you this lifetime. Your father has had this energy of being very jealous of you. For some of you, it's your father. For some of you, it's your brother. For some of you, it's a sister. Okay. I'm also picking up, again, you're very gifted, extremely gifted. Like you've always, many of you, I cannot say this enough, how highly favored and blessed you are. You may be like, Nicole, I don't really see it. Nicole, I don't get what you're talking about. It's time for you to get with it. It's time for you to know how gifted you really are. I'm here telling you, you are extremely gifted. It's almost like there's nothing you can't do. Let me pull that card. Like you're so gifted and you're so favored every time. It doesn't take anything for you to make money. This is how people see you, regardless of gender here. Just forget about that part. But this is how people see you. People see you as you could do anything. You have it all. You always have it all. You're gifted with looks. You're gifted with your body. You're gifted with your creativity. You're gifted with your career, your skills. And, some of you are gifted, very gifted physically. Like your physical features are absolutely gorgeous, absolutely handsome. There's nothing you can't do. For some of you, you used to be a monk, a nun, a priest. You were a religious figure or spiritual figure here. And this is heavy. Wow. There's issues here. Some of you may, let's say, for example, you may hate religion this lifetime. You may hate religion. There's some issues here. This isn't a personal reading, but for some of you, there's this energy, like for some of you may really resent religion, like really hate it. You may feel like it's a bamboozling type situation. There's something here that's happened with you in a past life with religion, okay? And for some of you, what I'm picking up on is either you were this, like for some of you, you could have been a con artist, okay? In a past life, like you were working for the church or working with a religion and you were conning people, or you felt the religion betrayed you. You felt that the institution turned its back on you. There's something here with religion and your Akashic. And many of you were a religious leader, a religious figure, a spiritual. I'm getting more religion, but there was something here with the breakdown in religion. Some of you feel betrayed by Christianity. You feel betrayed, whatever, religion that you really hate. You may hate all religions together. I don't know, but there's some type of deception and betrayal. You felt very betrayed by it, and you need to forgive and heal, because this is some deep, deep, deep energy within your Akashic, and this needs forgiveness here. Okay. Okay, let's get to this. So some of you, karmic relationship, okay, you could have been married before, or you could be married now. And if you've been married, even if you haven't been married, it doesn't matter. If you've had like some type of long-term connection, or a deep connection with someone, it could have been a marriage, it didn't have to be. You had a lot of karma with this person. You and this person had a lot of karma, meaning you and this person signed up to learn a lot of lessons in the relationship. Okay, now that doesn't mean that the relationship was meant to last forever. But what I'm seeing is you and this person signed up to learn a lot with each other. And this has been a thing with you and this person for many lifetimes. For many of you, I feel like you were married to this person, or you are married to this person. You could be in a marriage now, and it could be in a rough patch. It doesn't have to be, but there were a lot of lessons. If you've been in a relationship for like 10 years or something like that, there were a lot of lessons to be learned, and you and this person had a lot of karma that you had to resolve together, okay, that were from past lives. For some of you, you were in the military. There was like just a lot. And okay, I can't, like I said, I'm not going to dig into this right now, but For some of you, like the things that you experienced with this person this lifetime, and again, the relationship could have been a few years, but a lot happened within that time. Okay, it's just like a lot went on. You could have had a child with this person. There were a lot of lessons, a lot of moments for growth within this connection. But you were definitely married to this person in past lives. You've been married to this person before. And if you're still holding on to anger with this person, you're being asked to forgive this person. Forgive and release, let it go. Even if you are with this person now in a relationship, forgive the pain, forgive whatever it is that's, you've been holding on to, because there's something here that you need to forgive with this person. Okay, let's find out some more here. Okay, for some of you, yeah, I'm hearing that you had a child with this person, or you have children. And there's just issues of still holding on to hate and resentment. And again, like that defensive energy, okay? You were defensive with this person. Defensive and angry. And things like that. Let's find out. Okay, marriage. Always in relationships. Codependent, need lover. Stand in solo power. South America. Islands. Peacemaker, avoids conflict, afraid of physical conflict. Physical conflict, murder, okay. Twin flame, chaser and runner, dynamic, imbalanced relationship, karma, attachment, love language. Okay, let's start over here. It's a lot going on here. Let's talk about this marriage. So for some of you, within your Akashic, you have this energy, you've had it from other lifetimes where you're always in relationships. You're always moving from one relationship to the next. You have a codependency in terms of love. Some of you may have been addicted to sex, addicted to love, addicted to pleasure, okay? You're being asked this lifetime to stand in your solo power and to stand in your own energy and be accountable for your own energy. Not needing a partner, not to say that you can't be in a relationship, but not being codependent on a partner, not being codependent on love, not being codependent on relationships, not being in this energy of you can't be alone. Like I said, many of you've had lifetimes where you're extremely attractive. And so there's nothing for you to get lovers. And you created these attachments and this codependency. This is from other lifetimes where you've had codependent issues in loving relationships, okay? And it's caused a lot of issues, and it's caused imbalances within your connections. Again, some of you could have been married before, or you could be married now this lifetime. And some of the issues could have been within the relationship, codependency, codependent on this person, or not being able to really, love yourself enough or be accountable for your own energy. For some of you, you may avoid physical contact or physical conflict this lifetime because, again, that you've been murdered many times. You've been murdered. You really don't like to get into arguments. You really don't like to engage in conflict. You really don't like to engage in drama because your Akashic, even if your conscious mind is not aware, your Akashic records, your soul remembers how it starts off seemingly like it's just going to be just people talking like a verbal sparring, and next thing you know, you ended up dead. I mean, I'm not trying to make light of this, but it's like that's kind of like the energy. So it's like when things kind of get heated, you may be in this energy, you don't know where to go, and you kind of try to avoid it, or you get super defensive, or you just really don't know how to react. And part of that is because you've been murdered so many times in past lives. Some of you have a connection with the islands, South America. You could have had past lives there. You could be from there this lifetime. Now let's get down here to twin flame. So some of you could identify as having a twin flame, but you don't have to. Let's not get caught up on the labels here. But you have this energy. It could be with another person, or could just be in your relationships, period, where there's imbalances, okay? There's imbalances of attachment. There's imbalances with codependency. There could be a runner-chaser dynamic. There could be separation issues, or, again, attachment issues. For some of you, it could be with a specific person, or it could be with a few people, where it's like you and this person, it's a lot of karma attached, a lot of lessons that you have to learn with this person and, you know, with this person. So it's like this intense attraction, this, you know, need to want to be around each other, need to want to be in the bedroom, kind of feeding that codependent energy and things like that. So this, you're really being asked to work through that this lifetime, to be independent in your own energy, independent and accountable for your own energy, and not codependent on anyone, any lover, any situation. Okay. And to clear these attachments, to clear these dynamics, because you've had this. Some of you, if you identify with this as with another person, you know, you've been married to this person, you've had many lifetimes with this person or people, whatever resonates for you here, and you've signed up to learn a lot of lessons around these issues, okay? So don't come down on yourself. Don't get hard on yourself. Don't feel like, oh, how many times am I going to keep doing the same thing? It's not about that. It's about forward momentum, learning, enlightenment, and growth and transformation. Growth is all over the place. It's not linear. So everything could be a moment of growth and learning and, again, ascension. That's what this is about. So let's find out now, how are these past lives affecting you now, okay? Or how are these lessons and trauma, how is it affecting you this lifetime? Family room, marriage, thief, lovers, and courthouse. Wow. It's definitely affecting your love life and your family life. And wow. Okay. Because marriage, I think, has come up like 3 or 4 times. Okay. So let's talk about this. This is Pal. So back to this Pal 2. All right. Your past life wounds are definitely affecting your love life. It's definitely affecting your family life. It's definitely affecting, for some of you, your home, your sense of security, your sense of well-being. For some of you, you feel like if you don't have a partner, if you don't have someone that you're attached to, you don't feel secure, you don't feel safe. It's about you recognizing your own strength, recognizing that you could build your foundation of just you. Now, again, this is not to say that you can't have a lover or you can't have someone to build with, but your foundation has to be built on you first, independently, on you. Building that foundation of self-love, self-care, validating yourself, affirming yourself, building your own foundation. You don't have to have someone build a foundation with you. You build your own foundation, and then you align and attract to another person that has their own foundation, and you build together. But you each have your own foundation from the beginning, instead of coming together with both of you not having your own foundation and then depending on each other to create something. That's when it falls apart. That's when it doesn't work. It's going to collapse. Anything that you build is going to collapse. You have to have your own foundation. This person has to have their own foundation, and you build together. So the past life wounds are affecting your sense of, again, security. It's affecting your foundation, and it's also affecting your relationships. Some of you may have a fear of commitment, a fear of marriage, a fear of really being in a healthy connection and being in a connection where you, again, are independent in your own energy and the person is independent in their own energy. For some of you, you may be attracting energy vampires, or you're attracting energies that are needy, that are codependent, that need you, that need your light, or you may be needy, or you may be codependent, however that goes. So these wounds you have to forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive the people that have hurt you. Forgive the past and continue to build your own foundation of your own independence. You being completely independent of your energy. For some of you, it's affected things with the courthouse. This could be with the legal field. This could be, you may have been to prison. You may have dealt with like lawsuits. You may have dealt with judgments, or you may have dealt with custody issues of being in and out of court, things like that. This is where you got to put this healing. And this is where, again, some of you have become defensive about being in court, defensive and angry about that, feeling attacked, feeling judged, feeling like you're, in war. Here it is, you're on the battlefield. The courthouse is the battlefield, things like that. You're going to have to forgive. And I know it's not easy, but you deserve the freedom. You deserve to be released. You deserve to have that beautiful, healthy life without someone, that energy locking you in and keeping you locked in. You don't deserve that. Okay, let's get your final messages out. What do you need to know for your healing? This is intense. Okay. Find your voice. Express yourself. Open up. Sing out. Enjoy new beginnings. Celebrate. Socialize. Change. Enjoy music. Instruments, sound, tone. Move your body. Dance, breathe, flow. And upskill. Work, career, crossroads. So some of you may be at a crossroads within your career. You may want to do something differently. I'm hearing learn new skills. So you're being asked to learn new skills because for some of you, you want to go in a different direction with your career. You're not happy, or you just want something new, something fresh. And with this change and new beginnings here, you can have that. But it's time for you to make some decisions. It's time for you to, I'm hearing, learn some new skills, tap into some different talents. Again, many of you are so versatile, so talented, so multidimensional. It's time to tap into those skills from past lives. I need to do a reading on that. I may do that coming up. It's time to tap into the skills that are already within you. Okay? Tap into where's your passion pushing you? Where do you feel like you want to move into? What are you getting downloads about? Because there's a change here, and you're being asked to celebrate this change, to celebrate this new beginning. And it's happening. Be flexible. Don't be rigid. Allow it. Allow this new change and this new beginning to happen. Flow. Move with it. Some of you are being asked to move your body more, focus on your exercise routine, or focus on dancing, focus on yoga or breathing or Pilates, or going to doing some breath work. Some of you are also being asked to learn to play a new instrument, or to learn about a new instrument, or learn about a new musical technique. But you're also being asked to express yourself. Open up that throat chakra. Some of you have throat chakra blockages here because now my throat is getting tight. You're being asked to express yourself, to find your voice. What does your voice sound like? What is it you want to say? What is it you want to open up about? What do you want to be vulnerable about? Okay, because this helps you more with forgiveness. This helps you more with releasing those wounds from the past. And as you build this independent foundation, what does the independent you look like? Say, what do you say? What do you feel like saying? What do you feel like expressing? It's like a new you that's emerging. Many of you, I'm feeling like this is a new part of yourself emerging. It's coming out, and you've been maybe in a dark night of the soul. You've been going through things. So now this new you is emerging. So what does this new you want to express? What does this new you want to talk about? What do you want to share with the world? Because it's time to open up and open that throat chakra and express that. Okay, so I'm really proud of you. Thank you for being here. If no one told you that they love you today, I love you. You are amazing. Keep going. You got this. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe, join the capital LOVE tribe. Comment below. Let me know how this resonated. If you don't want to say how this resonated, drop me a heart. I would appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Hi, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. My name is Nicole. Thank you so much for being here. I'm grateful that you are here. Let's get into it. Nature, spirits, elves, fairies, rock formations. So many of you, and within your Akashic past life energy here, you have past life connections with the earth. You're very in tune with the earth, with nature. Some of you may have been a fairy before, an elf. I'm feeling like a very strong energy around you having this connection to like New Zealand, Ireland, Australia. I'm hearing you may be from these places, you don't have to be, but you have like strong energy tied to those places, okay? Also, South America, okay? You may have a very deep connection with nature. Like you love nature, you love to be in nature. Some of you are very magical. Like you have a lot, like your DNA is magical. Like you, within your Akashic, it's very whimsical, it's very magical. Of course, we have wounds and everything else there, but I'm just saying, like, you have a lot of magic, you have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot of knowledge. You have this special connection with the water element, and you have a beautiful, like your heart probably, you have a beautiful heart chakra, but I'm sure you've dealt with a lot of heartbreak because with all this green here, I'm definitely getting that. Let's find out some more. What else is going on for pile 3? Okay, 8 of Wands, 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, it's interesting. 7 of Wands, okay, sorry about that. Ace of Cups, the Sun, Knight of Coins, Queen of Cups. So a lot of like water energy, I think. Yeah. 9 of Swords, 7 of Cups. Sorry. Show that. And Strength. Okay. A lot of like fire, water here. Let's see. Okay. This is pile 3. Let's tap in. There's a lot going on here. Okay. Excuse me. What's going on in your Akashic? Okay. There's definitely, again, wounding around the heart. Many of you, we've had, it's almost all the knights are here. Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Knight of Coins or Pentacles. The only one we're missing is Knight of Swords. I'm feeling deep within, many of you, okay. It's like this energy of, you have within your Akashic, it's like you have this energy of immaturity. Okay, trigger warning. I'm not trying to trigger you, but it's this, you've had issues with maturing. You've had issues with maturing and growing. It's like this is your higher self and this is you. And it's like your higher self really tries to like push you and like get you going and get you where you need to be and like guide you, and like your higher self is all in, like do this and do that. You have this energy within your Akashic of having like a know-it-all, or like you avoid your inner guidance, you avoid what you're being told to do, and it's like this impulsive energy, and it's like you just want to do it your way. It's like this battle between the ego and your higher self, like the ego and your divinity, the ego and your purity, the ego, and like it's like you've had this energy of doing what the world expects for you to do, or doing what other people expect for you to do, and not what your inner guidance says. Like for some of you, you've completely avoided your inner guidance so deeply where it's caused you to die prematurely. Like, for some of you, I'm seeing that you've been your worst enemy. This is like within your Akashic, like you've been your downfall many lifetimes. You've been the one that's caused you to leave this earth early, leave this earth prematurely. Many of you have past lives where you died young. You've died young. And for some of you, you may struggle this lifetime with ego issues and pride issues, because there seems to be this war, this like, which way are you going to go? Are you going to go the pure divine way? And the way that we're trying to show you, your inner guidance is like, your intuition is like, do this, or you're going to choose your ego, or you're going to choose what your pride wants you to do. For some of you within your Akashic, it's this energy of you being deceived, like paranoia. I'm getting paranoia. I'm getting depression. I'm getting deception. You constantly being on guard, constantly being paranoid, constantly feeling like the world is out to get you. The world is here to hurt you. For some of you, you have been killed, but it's like I'm also getting like, this is again like kind of like, this is of your own creation. This is of your own making. It's just like this lack, like your soul, you may be trying to like really, like this lifetime may be the lifetime where you seriously grow. Like your soul is going to really expand this lifetime, because past lives, I've seen this energy of where you were supposed to be on this path of serious ascension and expansion, but it was cut short. And a lot of times it was cut short because of your own free will choices, and it caused, your free will choices caused death and destruction, or caused some type of incident that really stunted your growth, really stunted you from maturing and moving forward. Like, even if you were a queen, you were supposed to move into empress, or you were supposed to move into all these higher levels, and you stopped at whatever level it was. And a lot of it had to do with pride and ego and paranoia and not trusting yourself. It's like this lack of not trusting your own judgment, lack of not trusting your own intuition, and being manipulated by the world. Like, it's almost like this, like your higher self would be like, you can have it all. You can have this and you can have that. But it's like you chose to go in the path in the direction of the world. Like, this is what the world expects for me to do. This is what the world expects for me to be. Or this is what the world asks of me. And I would rather have validation from the world instead of going this divine path, instead of going on this path of enlightenment, instead of going on the path that it's almost like this, like, your higher self, because many of you, it's like, I hope I'm making sense. Many of you have had so many lifetimes where it's like the same thing continued to happen. You may have died at like 26, like 10 lifetimes or something. It's like the same story over and over and over again. And it's like, you felt like you had all the answers. You felt like you knew it all, or you felt like you're in control. You felt like you were the one, like, I don't need my inner guidance. I don't need the higher power. I don't need anyone but me. And I'm just going to go do this thing. And it's like your actions sent you to an early grave. Your actions sent you to a place where it was like you couldn't expand at all. Maybe you had to go to prison, or, it just really was no room for growth, no room for improvement. And you lived a life that was short, and it was not, you were completely out of alignment with your path. And you felt like you thought you knew it all. You thought you would have everything. You thought you would have all the choices, and like, no, I know which way to go. I know this and I know that. For some of you, you could have been you know, in war and battles. And it's like you were guided to do one thing, and again, you went against that, and then you got killed. Like it's been this thing of this battle between your ego and your own divinity. And you may even be battling that this lifetime. Okay, let's get some more out. This is really deep. I mean, my head feels like it wants to spin. God. Okay, let's get some more out here. And some of you, again, like I said, you may be feeling like that's this lifetime too. And it definitely could be the case because I see a repeated pattern. And for some of you, you may have been going through some difficult situations this lifetime to force you to trust yourself and trust your inner guidance and trust this divine path and get in alignment with the divine plan instead of going against it. Okay, scribe or writer, high priest or priestess, trees, ships, biblical, Asia, and Atlantis. Okay, I think that Atlantis makes sense here. Look at all this green. Even though I know it's like, you know, that green and blue. I mean, I don't see any blue on this one, but you know what I mean. Many of you have had past lives in the water, you know, living in the ocean. Really, you're really connected with the water element as well. I think I said that, but okay, let's get into this. So, you know what this is? This is making more sense now. Okay, many of you are definitely highly evolved. So you're so like, even though, you know, some of you are highly evolved, some of you are not, but many of you are called to you were called to leadership and you were afraid of it. Okay, like you were called to be a leader. You were called to be, some of you are like, you know, you were called to be a prophet. You were called to you know, whatever. You were called to some form of leadership. And that scared you. For many of you, because you had that immature sense, you had, again, it was like a lot of immaturity for some of you. And you just had this sense of like, you don't want to be a leader. You don't want to do this. You don't want to, like, you want to do it your way. So again, you went in the total opposite direction. And it created, I cannot say this enough, many of you, you were your own worst enemy, unfortunately. And your Akashic records needs you to know this. It needs you to know that, like, don't continue to make the same mistakes. Don't continue to put yourself completely out of alignment. Many of you may be called to leadership this lifetime, and you may be afraid of that. But we're going to continue. So, you know, there's this element of feeling like you want to go against the grain, feeling like you want to go against the path. And that's deep within your Akashic. Okay. And it's like, many of you, I feel, are called for leadership, whether it's a spiritual leader. Some of you could be in leadership now, like you could just be like you're in alignment, but it's like part of your path is leadership, okay? And some of you could be writers, speakers, communicators. There's this energy here of, it's like this energy of showing it's about soul expansion, and it's about showing your higher self that you trust, showing it's basically like, because you went against the grain so many lifetimes and that energy is still existing, it's like your higher self is like, are you going to trust this lifetime? Are you going to be solid? Are you going to be grounded? Are you going to be rooted? Are you going to be firm? Are you going to be firm in this path that you know is really yours and that you know to be true? Or are you going to be scared and run in the opposite direction? Some of you have past lives in. Okay, so there's just been this lack of forward momentum in the right direction. And it's like your higher self is like, are you going to trust me? Are you going to get into alignment? Are you going to do what you're supposed to do? Because it's been many lifetimes where you went in the complete opposite direction of what you were supposed to do. And you were the one that caused that destruction on your path. And You're really being called to leadership this lifetime, and to really get aligned with your path and not to fear it, not to fear where you are being called, because whatever it is that you're supposed to do, your soul needs this to expand and to grow and to level up. And so this is necessary for your ascension and your growth. Old soul, many of you again are highly evolved, full of depth, full of depth and wisdom. Not much of a childhood, lived many lives, very old at passing. So some of you, you've had, because you're an old soul, you have had many lifetimes. So you've lived to be at an old age, and you died at a young age as well. But you are an old soul, and you hold a lot of wisdom. Karmic relationship, narcissist, detached, unhealthy love, staying stuck in a low vibration. Get out now. Okay, we're going to get more into this. Starseed soul, sign up for this. Major obstacles to rise up, healing, ascending, anchoring high vibing energy on earth. Passion, intense passion began in another life. Slave, freedom fighter, protest injustice. Earth is a slave system. Can't settle in job relations or stay too long. Okay, so it's like, for some of you, again, you have this wisdom that you've been afraid to share. You have this knowledge. Like I said, many of you are called for leadership, okay? You're called for leadership, and there's this energy of avoiding it because of fear, because of not wanting to deal with it, not wanting to whatever. The situation has changed many times. So again, going in that opposite direction. Now let's talk about, this is getting more into, well, let me talk about this before we talk about the relationships part. So again, you are a starseed. Many of you are a light worker. You are a healer. You naturally have these light codes and these vibrations that you are meant to anchor here on earth, to make earth higher vibrational, to vibrate high. You are naturally high vibrational. You're a higher vibe person. And again, with that old soul energy, you are here to lead. Like I said, I got that leadership energy for many of you. And for some of you, this may scare you, and it scared you in past lives. It's the same thing that you may be dealing with now. Some of you may not be afraid, or you are leading, but you get fear sometimes, but you work through it. But some of you, I feel you haven't stepped into leadership yet, or you're fearful of it. And then this is what's happened in past lives, and this is what forced you to move into the opposite direction. But this is what you're meant to do. And you have, like, your soul needs this. Your soul needs this to grow and expand. And some of you are called to high leadership because of the nature of your soul. You're a highly evolved old soul. So you have the wisdom and the light codes to do this. So you're fully supported to do this mission. With this karmic relationships you have within your Akashic, you've had a pattern of being stuck in low vibrational situations, low vibrational, unhealthy attachments, relationships, and patterns, being stuck in the same patterns, detached, that narcissist traits, not showing narcissistic traits, stuck in those low vibrational frequencies within your relationships, okay? But there were a lot of lessons to be learned. But what I'm picking up that some of the people and the souls and the frequencies that you interacted with, you didn't have to learn those lessons with those people. If you were to raise your frequency where it was supposed to be, you will have higher vibrational situations where you can learn lessons differently. It's almost like I'm getting, for some of you, because you chose to move in the opposite direction, you constantly chose to learn it the hard way. It's almost like a hard-headed type energy, like you could have gone on this path and it could have been easier to learn the lessons, but you chose to go in the opposite direction. So you chose to make a lot of things harder for yourself and to be stuck in lower frequencies and lower vibrational situations where you didn't have to be. And again, it could have felt like you were trapped. It could have felt like you were a slave. For some of you, you literally could have been a slave before. and you could be passionate about freedom and social injustice this lifetime. But for some of you, you were trapped in situations. You were a prisoner, you were a slave, or you were just stuck in lower frequencies, stuck in lower vibrations, stuck in, like, you weren't really moving forward in your life. You would just get stuck and you would just be there. And again, your soul needs evolution, transformation. Your soul needs to grow. And so you're being pushed. Some of you, I think, are really being pushed this lifetime because your soul is like, hey, we have to expand. We have to grow. We've done this before. We can't continue to do the same thing. We have to move forward. So there's a big message about forward momentum, and your Akashic records really needs you to move forward, keep going, because your soul needs this evolution. Many of you with this passion here, you are a very passionate individual. And this passion that you have did not begin this lifetime. You're fiery, you're passionate. This is what you need to keep moving forward, to keep this drive going, to stay on your path, to stay aligned with your path. But this also is saying that the intensity and the passion that you feel for your romantic connections this lifetime, not for all, but the ones that you felt particularly passionate about, that developed from past lives. So, you have mingled and intertwined with souls that you've known in past lives. And that passion, that strong passion and intensity did not just start this lifetime. It started in past lives. That's why you feel that strong connection and draw. Okay, let's find out how these past life situations are affecting your lifetime this lifetime. Okay, coffin, house, imprisonment. Wow, we saw that slave card. Wow. Great fortune, but this was in reverse. But I'm going to turn it upright. And change. So some of you have difficulty with change. You don't trust change, or you don't like change, or you have a difficult time with change, okay? And this started from a past lives. Again, you've had lifetimes where you were stuck, just kind of in that same autopilot, not moving forward, not moving backwards, but really just not moving at all. And this lifetime is all about evolution. This lifetime is meant to be about evolution, change, that transformation. Your soul needs this. Like I said, for many of you, you may do some big shifting this lifetime. You're supposed to. I'm feeling that very strongly, because you've had so many lifetimes where you were stuck, or you weren't really moving like you were supposed to, or you moved in the opposite direction. So this lifetime, you're like moving leaps and bounds, and you are meant to experience a lot of change. So this could be change within your home situation, change within your family, change with where you live. You may move a lot, you may travel a lot. Change is going to be a big thing for you this lifetime. And this is about you feeling safe through this change, trusting your higher self, or the universe, higher power, whatever you resonate with, trusting the growth, trusting the transformation, self-soothing yourself, not letting fear stop you from this change and this growth and this evolution, because this is how you get great fortune. For some of you, your abundance has been affected by either your lack of wanting to change, or your lack of allowing change, or not being aligned with your path, your money, your emotional abundance, your physical abundance. These things, your sense of security, have been affected by you not being on your path. And your path is a path of great fortune. Your path is a path of abundance and freedom, because many of you have felt stuck or in prison. You may have been physically in prison this lifetime, or you felt like you were a slave, or you felt tied down, or you felt, for some of you, you may have even felt like dead inside, or like, again, in that autopilot way, like nothing's growing, everything's the same, no movement, just still. And that's not the way it's supposed to be this lifetime. So adapt to change. Change is going to be forever. That's the constant. That's the only thing we know. Things will have to change. So you are going to have to move with this change and become flexible and flow with this energy, because you are meant to transform and grow and evolve a lot this lifetime. And that's the path of abundance. That's the path of great fortune. And that pulls you out of this stale, dead, low vibrational frequencies and feeling imprisoned, feeling trapped, feeling like you can't move forward. Again, for many of you, it's something with your home. It's something with, it could be your relationships as well that have been affected, your sense of security, your foundation, your home life. These things are meant to change and evolve on your path. But you're also, again, meant to have a lot of abundance in these areas if you are on your path of alignment. But your path, your destiny, your purpose is full of change and evolution. You are meant to level up and evolve big time this lifetime. So it's like start getting comfortable with change. Start getting used to change. Start allowing change. Start allowing this transformation. Okay, let's get your healing messages out. Wow, that was intense. Okay. Awaken your inner shaman. Connect, invoke, heal. Take time out. Siesta, recharge, rest. Respect your physical body. Detox, rejuvenate, relax. Go after your goals. Persist, encourage, advance. Treat your body well. Exercise, meditate, massage. So again, messages here about forward movement. I know that we have to take time out and all of that, but we're going to get to that in a second. But with this go after your goals, this is again saying you have to persist. You have to keep moving forward. You have to, continue to advance. Encourage yourself. Push yourself. I'm not saying push yourself out of alignment or push yourself too hard, but be passionate, be ambitious, go after the things that you believe in, your goals, continue to persist, continue to change, evolve, and transform. Your goals will transform. Your goals, like I said, you're meant to have a lot of evolution this lifetime, and your soul needs this. Your soul is yearning to evolve. Your soul is yearning to move forward. Your soul is yearning to unravel more and to unlock more, okay? And so by doing this, you will awaken more within you. Many of you are a shaman. It says inner shaman. You know how to heal. You know how to heal others. You know how to heal yourself. You have ancestors that want to assist you with this, that want to help you. So awaken that part of yourself. The more you grow, the more you learn, the more you become enlightened and evolve, the more you will awaken these different parts of yourself, this wisdom, this knowledge that's in your Akashic that wants to come out to help you and to assist you on your journey. Respect your body. So we have 2 or 3 messages here about respecting your physical body and treat your body well. So it may be time for a detox. It's time to relax. It's time to recharge. Treat your body well. Sleep. Get your rest. Take care of your physical body. Take care of your mental body. Take care of your emotional body. Mind, body, spirit. Some of you need to get a massage. Some of you need to meditate, move your body, exercise, get in a routine, drink a lot of water, eat healthy. Remember, your physical body can only do but so much. You have to take care of it. Take your vitamins, supplements, take care of your mental health, your mental body, your emotional health, your emotional body. All those things, when those things are all being taken care of, you're in alignment. You're aligned with yourself. You're aligned with, your purpose. You're aligned in what your body needs. Okay, so if one, like let's just say your mental and emotional state is doing well, but you're lacking on your physical care, that's out of alignment. And this is all about alignment and evolution and growth. So focus on keeping everything in alignment so everything can work and move together as it should, so you could be healthy, successful, and continue on your journey. So if no one told you that they love you today, I love you. I'm proud of you. Keep going. You are amazing. You got this. Keep evolving. Keep getting used to change. There's nothing to fear. You got this. Like the video, please. Please share. Comment below. Let me know how this resonated. Subscribe. Join the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.